She giggled. Aw, baby's mad I went to my ex's wedding. Despite telling she wasn't invited, I said, not mad at all. She stopped giggling when she saw I'd gone too. As the maid of honors +1, the photo were priceless. Her texts that night were desperate. My girlfriend Sarah had been weird about her ex Derek for months. They dated for 3 years in college before breaking up, and she always claimed they were just friends now. I never had a problem with it until she got the wedding invitation. Derek was marrying this girl named Ashley, and Sarah got all excited about going. Started talking about what dress to wear, whether her hair should be up or down, all that stuff. When I asked if I was her +1, she got quiet real fast. Then she told me the invitation was just for her. No +1s allowed because it was a small, intimate wedding. I thought that was weird since most weddings let you bring someone, but whatever. The night before the wedding, Sarah was at our apartment getting ready, doing her makeup for like 2 hours, trying on different dresses, the whole production. I asked her again if she was sure I couldn't come, and she laughed. Babe, I already told you it's a small wedding. Derek specifically said no +1s. Stop being so insecure. That giggle is what really got me. Like I was being this jealous boyfriend for wanting to go to a wedding with my girlfriend. So I just said, okay, have fun. I'm not mad at all. She left the next morning wearing this fancy blue dress and heels I'd never seen before. After she drove away, I got a text from my buddy's sister Jessica. We'd been friends since high school, and she was actually the maid of honor at this same wedding. Jessica knew Sarah was my girlfriend and sent me a screenshot of the seating chart. Derek and Ashley's wedding had assigned tables for over 150 people. This wasn't some small intimate ceremony. It was huge. And right there on the chart was Sarah's name at table 4, with a +1 option that she'd marked as declined. She'd straight up lied to me. Jessica texted again asking if I was coming since she needed a date anyway. Her boyfriend bailed last minute to go to some football game. I looked at my closet, found my good suit, and texted back that I'd be there in 2 hours. The wedding was at this fancy hotel downtown. I showed up with Jessica, and we walked in through the main entrance right as guests were finding their seats. That's when I saw Sarah standing near the bar, laughing with Derek and some other people from their college friend group. She was touching his arm while they talked, leaning in close like she always did when she was flirting. Then she saw me. Her face went completely white. She excused herself and speed walked over, grabbing my arm and pulling me toward the hallway. What are you doing here? She hissed, looking around like she was worried someone would see us together. I smiled. Oh, Jessica needed a date. Didn't realize this was such a huge wedding though. Thought you said it was small and intimate? Sarah started stammering about how she must have misunderstood the invitation, how she thought it was going to be smaller, how she didn't want to bother me with a boring wedding where I wouldn't know anyone, but I wasn't buying it anymore. I told her I was going to sit with Jessica at the wedding party table and walked away. The ceremony was beautiful. I sat in the second row with all the bridesmaids and groomsmen, while Sarah sat 4 rows back looking miserable. Every time she tried to catch my eye, I just smiled and turned back to Jessica. We were having a great time actually. Jessica's hilarious and we kept making jokes about the cheesy vows. At the reception, things got even better. Jessica and I sat at the head table right next to the bride and groom. Sarah was all the way across the room at table 4, sitting with people she barely knew. I could see her watching us the entire night. When Jessica asked me to dance during the first open dance, Sarah's jaw actually dropped. We were right in the middle of the dance floor while the photographer took pictures of everyone. I knew Sarah was seeing all of this. Around 10 o'clock, my phone started blowing up. Sarah sent like 15 texts in a row, first asking why I was dancing with Jessica so much, then saying this was embarrassing for her, then asking when I was leaving, then saying we needed to talk immediately. I ignored all of them and kept having fun. The best part was when the photographer posted preview photos to the wedding hashtag around 11. There were at least 20 pictures of me and Jessica laughing, dancing, and sitting at the head table. Meanwhile, Sarah was barely in any photos, just some background shots where she looked upset. Sarah's texts got more desperate after that. She said she was sorry for lying, that she didn't know how to tell me she wanted to go alone because Derek asked her to. That last text is what really confirmed everything. Derek had specifically asked her to come without me, and she'd said yes. When I got home around midnight, Sarah was already there waiting. She tried to apologize and explain, but I was done listening. I told her to pack her stuff because we were finished. She started crying, saying it wasn't what it looked like, that she just wanted to support Derek as a friend. But friends don't lie to their partners. Friends don't get dressed up like they're going on a date, and friends definitely don't let their ex ask them to leave their boyfriend at home. She moved out the next week. Jessica and I actually started dating a few months later. Turns out we had way more in common than I thought. Sarah saw the photos from our first official date on social media and blocked both of us.